1979, Mike stopped in and applied for a job. He proved to be a very skilled painter and fabricator for us, and most importantly, eager to help us move on to more modern machinery. Thanks again for your 44 years of dedication to the company. We hope you and Kim have many years of enjoyment, and you guys deserve it. Thanks, Mike.
No matter what type of manufacturing they do, the knowledge of our people is going to be retiring. The future of manufacturing in the U.S. is augmenting and using technology to help save the knowledge of the people that you have and be able to repackage it for the next generation.
Manufacturing jobs are the bedrock of America, providing strong wages and driving innovation and economic growth. Iconic brands and global companies are calling South Dakota home for a reason. When you give people space to innovate, they do their best work. Hi, I'm Governor Kristi Noem. Some of the most inspiring stories come from people all across South Dakota. Like this one about Derek DeGeest from DeGeest Corporation. His story is a testimony to a simple yet profound idea that is as much a promise as it is a fact, that freedom works here.
Again? Okay, we're back. And the 1016, our weekly pounds, went from 80,000 pounds to 112,000 pounds. Awesome. A 450-minute win with the same group, which is great improvement. On the paint side,
when he sees an opportunity to better something that can help another person, he's driven to continue to seek that out, and that's really where his heart is how do we help?
Really cool, and we helped start that, which is awesome. So great, exciting things coming. Let's keep cranking it, and let's have a great rest of your week. Thank you. My grandpa was a welder in the Navy. He went to work for a manufacturer called Schwartz Manufacturing in Sioux Falls, building parts and for the agricultural environment. And so he worked there for a long time, and eventually he was about ready to retire, but he wanted to do something, so him and my grandma opened up DeGeest Manufacturing in a small storage unit in Sioux Falls, designing and building some of their own products. We had trailers, we had other ag equipment that we had made, and then Schwartz Manufacturing called up my grandpa and said, hey, would you build some of the products that you used to help oversee? And Schwartz Manufacturing became Tiger Mowers, which is still one of our largest customers today. We got into agricultural, into concrete and construction equipment, some mining, and that equipment would end up all over the world. So when we're doing John Deere, we go through this side, and then when we do some of our other industrial customers, blast is enough surface prep for them. So this is where the benefit of the self-learning works, because you're painting in real time, you're seeing how your stuff's laying out. At each install, as a robot ends up taking on the style of whatever painter is there. And so those things all end up inside of that program, and then can be fine-tuned. So what took us about 50 hours a week that we had to just to fill a semi, with this system we're doing in a day and a half. I grew up in manufacturing. That was my life. I idolized my grandpa and my dad and the people that worked at DeGeest Manufacturing, and then my grandpa was my first boss. And so at 12, I started doing maintenance, lawn stuff around the outside, and he would give me jobs. And as soon as I was old enough, I became full-time summer employee. The rite of passage is, how do I get in there so I can really be a real employee, so really work, not just do the sticks and the lawn mowing, but I want to build stuff. I worked out in the shop for probably 5 years, and then we were growing. The dynamics were changing, we were getting into more parts, and we couldn't do more in the process that we had. We found some automation and robotics that we wanted to be able to bring into our shop, and we picked a brand, and we found some talented people to join us to be able to bring that technology into our company. And then from there, we started building a robotic welding program.
All right, great. Well, welcome, Titans. So first things first, safety. You have to wear your safety glasses at all times when you're out here, okay? It's a little bit loud out there because we're working.
We have production teams that build parts. We have teams that build design and they engineer new solutions to help our people. And then those solutions we then sell and help other manufacturers across the country. And then we then test them and then we go to there and we teach them how to use it, we install it, and we help make them be able to automate and help their people as well. Ready? Okay.
I was just talking to the principal at T area and she was explaining to me as kindergartners now, they're learning about engineering. So we try to bring that to life for them. We work with a lot of the different classrooms and offer tours here. We'll spend about an hour looking at the opportunities in manufacturing, robotics and automation, different careers, not only just on the production floor, but everything that makes a business work. We have them meet with our engineers sometimes. They can see the CAD drawings on the computer, they see the 3D modeling, and then they see the robots being built. Then we walk out on the floor and they see the robots in action. So it's just a full circle experience for them, and to see their faces light up, it's incredible.
What's different about welding robots is that welding robots typically do 1 or 2 parts, and then that's all they do. And with paint, the problem is most facilities, including ourselves, have hundreds and hundreds of different parts that had to go through one paint line. And so typical industrial automation, robots, and programming didn't work for paint lines. So we sought to find a way to be able to keep balancing our automation so we could continue to grow. And we found Lesta in Italy. We saw this robot that people were just working with. They were guiding it and teaching it, spraying and painting and powder coating a part, and then it would just run what it did. What is this? This can't be real. And then we met the Italian owner, Emmanuel, and we toured these facilities, and what we were told was impossible was just common practice. And I said, Emmanuel, I got a crazy idea. He's like, what is it? I said, how about you make us your integrator? We're centrally located. People are going to be flying to see what we built together. How about we become your integrator and help you distribute and sell these things? And he goes, Derek, we'd love this crazy idea, he said. So we made a partnership with him, and we started working together to build our paint line. And our paint line was the most automated, largest contract job shop paint line in North America. And we thought it was going to be amazing because we've done welding robots. It doesn't have to be like a weld bead. This should be easy. And oh my gosh, were we wrong. Safety regulations, people, equipment, industry, and companies had no idea how to work with this technology. So we had to start over at square one. People can buy equipment and people can buy technology, but that doesn't translate to success on its own. It needs the knowledge and the experience of adapting it for your operation. And that's what we provide to our team, and that's what we bottled and found a new way to be able to package and give it to our customers. So we challenged our team, we're going to develop a program around welding, not just a welding robot that welds, but we're going to help them the fixtures, we're going to give them the programs, we're going to train them, we're going to teach them how to do it so that their welders that they have there, that they could have a future in using technology to better help them do what they know and apply it to add automation so they can be successful.
Whether it's robotic solution or machinery that you're working with or software development, a career as a welder looks much different now than it did in years past. Now we're working alongside robotics and automation that make those jobs easier, or they make sure that that welder is using as much brain time and knowledge and their skill sets, where the robot or the automation can take over more task-driven things. Same within painting. We've developed painting now where that painter is programming a robot with the skills and knowledge that they have and their experience, and stepping back and watching the robot perform that, but also now being able to enhance that program. They can look and make that that program better. They can work in the finishing department on different processes and quality control and really make a career out of what once used to be just a job.
They're getting the real manufacturing setting from the blueprints to, I mean, we cut all this on the saw, fabbed everything, and then they just follow it step by step.
We've always heard that we're supposed to reach out to your community and find ways to be able to help and grow your own workforce. That sounds really neat to say, but actually doing has felt very daunting. T actually reached out to us and they said that they wanted to be able to have a welding program and they asked us to help, and we said, okay, let's figure this out. We worked with them and we helped lay out weld cells and the dust collection system. We got them donated a bunch of our welding machines, and we're so excited to be able to put this together with them. And having a teacher that was passionate about welding coupled with our company was a really neat combination. And we were able to show that this isn't just a class, this isn't just a skill, but this is a skill that can become a career. And we now have over 80 kids in our T welding program, and just for the DeGeest family to be able to be a part of that, be able to show kids that they can build stuff. People, if you like to build things, that there's a career out there that you can do that, and there's all kinds of ways that can be applied to build a life around.
Oh,
Building a strong business is a lot of times about building strong people. Having that balance between family and work life and focusing on your career. We always encourage our folks to be thinking about how can you better yourself, whether that's in your community or in your family, in your career. That's something that's pretty much been instilled in us from the beginning of DeGeest.
Oh, Mom, I got mine. Look at it.
Hey guys, how we doing?
Good, Derek.
Hey, good to see you, man.
Yeah, nice to see you.
When I look around and see all the crazy things happen today, people come walking around like, what would your grandpa say about what it's like, what's happening here? I don't think it's really any different than what we're doing. We're just following in the footsteps of the inspirational trailblazers like Mike Wenzel. So for me, it's this really unique experience when you find someone that loves what they're doing and they're really good at it as well. So Mike, thank you for everything you've done for the company, for our people, and for inspiring me to dream, push, and grow. So, thank you, Mike. When I was growing up, my grandma and grandpa and my dad never missed anything I ever did. And so even though we work a lot because we love what we do, we also don't miss anything either. We'll rip off the DeGeest shirts, throw on a T-Titan shirt, and we'll sprint 6 minutes. We can be sitting in the bleachers cheering on one of our kids in whatever activity that they're doing. The future for DeGeest is so tied to where the industry needs to go. Companies are seeking us out because they want to have their technology adapted for general industry. There's a huge group of manufacturers that support our country, that support Tier 1 automotive, the things that we use every day. And that's really where we're going to be able to help them, because we're adapting technologies and we're using them for ourselves and creating solutions that we can help our customers. We have to challenge our status quos and we have to push to be able to move forward the industry.